So he and a partner, Schofield, they built a set, hired actors, and they filmed their restoration. So they'd have something to pitch to networks. The cameraman in the Japanese TV interview, Santilli also revealed, was a homeless man he picked up off the street.
No.
Are
you serious?
Me? You're shitting me right now.
No, yeah, right?
No,
I'm
so
pissed.
Russ.
What are you talking about? This is
Russ.
Who said this?
Look, Iman may be better than Philip from Philip and Holly. He must have really turned the screws on him. He copped to everything, but it's not. There is a real Alien Autopsy film. It's just.
Well, then where the fuck is that?
Well, it degraded so much. He only has a little bit of it, so he had to restore it by completely redoing it. And completely reinventing the art of visual effects, it seems, in the process.
But where is it physically? And then didn't they say that they had the tape and that they checked the film and everything of that one, and it was still, consistent with
the
it
1947
being
film.
So what the hell?
And where did he get his special effects crew? That is beyond anything that
and
the
that is
modern
super
day
good at
special effects
autopsies.
crews.
No, you know what? This is fishy. This is what I'm throwing a black and red flag at. Is that they're trying to say that this was a yes?
Oh no!
I hope we continue to use that for everything in the future. But yeah, I'm throwing the flag at these people who are saying that it was a restoration and that we recreated it. I don't know. I don't believe that.
Well, he
feels like a cover up.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, Iman's going to get the answers, and he reveals to him that there were other key players in the drama, too. For example, John Humphreys, a sculptor based in Manchester, England. He was part of the team that won a BAFTA for digital effects for a cult TV series, Max Headroom, in 1987, and later worked on shows like Doctor Who. Humphreys told Holmes he was hired to make that's Iman. I'm not calling him Holmes. I just call him the wrong name, Iman. He told Iman he was hired to make the fake alien corpse of the film, constructing the alien's realistically bendable joints from lamb bones he sourced from a local butcher. Oh, here we go with it's like Virginia bending the corpse. You got to have it bent.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, you know what?
Lamb
That's not making
bones.
this much better. He's gonna get PETA on his ass now.
Lamb bones, really?
Lamb bones, ham bones.
If you're wondering how all this came out, maybe Iman isn't that great, because why would Santilli and his partner Schofield decide to come clean in 2006? After 10 years maintaining their story, this Iman Investigates aired on April 4th, 3 days before the premiere of Alien Autopsy, a comedy film loosely based on the exploits of Schofield and Santilli, and both had executive producer credits on the movie. So by 2006, the autopsy film had gone full circle. It's gone from being real footage to restoration to now 100% fictional feature film. This was a film that came out about their misadventures of handling the film and getting in all of that.
So it's just gone completely meta now, where they're just being self-aware and continuing on. I don't like it.
Well, the film, that picture is definitely fictional, but there is still a sliver. This is not like Blackwell Ghost, and we're still not sure about him. I think we're going to have to keep that poll going for him, because I don't know if we're going to do a poll for this. We're still going to worry about him. Maybe we have to make a choice between these guys. But in this documentary, Iman repeatedly refers to the film as a fake, but Santilli, he just patently insists that it is a restoration, maintaining it is a reconstruction of an actual alien autopsy film he viewed in the early 90s that subsequently deteriorated. So he's sticking to the deteriorated guns on this. This is they're just restoring the damaged footage by filming a simulated autopsy on a fabricated alien.
That's not how it works. Like, restoring footage means that you're taking
the
footage
physical
that exists,
thing, the physical actual
and you're making
thing.
you're restoring it so that you can watch it and it's not fucked up.
Well, on top of that,
it sounds like what they did was recreate it. It's a recreation, which is not the same thing.
It's restored.
I agree with you right there. Well,
because it is based on what Santilli saw in 1992, and then...
but the term based on, so based on means it's a recreation.
Let me finish. He added in a few frames of the original film that had not degraded. Now, they haven't identified which frames are from the alleged original. According to Santilli...
I don't trust this guy. I don't trust this guy at all.
Well, he says a set was constructed in the living room of an empty flat in Rochester Square, Camden Town, London. John Humphreys, an artist and sculptor, was employed to construct 2 dummy alien bodies over a period of 3 weeks using casts containing sheep brains set in raspberry jam. That's your wetness right there. It was raspberry jam. Also, chicken entrails and knuckle joints obtained from S.C. Crosby Wholesale Butcher, Smithfield Meat Market. Shout out to them, London. Humphreys also played the role of the chief examiner in order to allow him to control the effects being filmed. There were 2 separate attempts at making the footage. After filming, this is bad. The team disposed of the bodies by cutting them into small pieces and placing them in rubbish bins across London. Oh, it's like Easter morning.
What? Holy shit. This is like Serial Spirits level shit. They've chopped them up and spread them around the town.
They're trying to look, it's made of food, so they're trying to feed the neighborhoods, like that mashed potato maniac we talked about in that one Patreon episode.
It might be the creepiest legal thing you could ever do, making a fake body with jam brains and lamb bones and cutting the thing up and sticking it in people's trash cans. They probably thought there was a killer around if people have found any of that.
No, it just looks like chunks of food, I guess.
There should be some sort of charge for just being too weird and doing something too
Well, then I would be in jail right now if that were the case.
Look, that's like when that guy called the
podcast.
It's like when a guy called the fire department last week and he was like, never mind, fucking shit, fuck, blah, 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 cursing, don't come out. I've been like, no, we're sending somebody out there. This guy, it's just something's going off with this. This is not right. Yeah, it's fine. We're coming over. But
yeah.
Going back to the Rob, you talked a little bit about the alien artifacts they showed in there. They talk about that too. Supposedly, items recovered from the crash site that were depicted in the footage. These included alien symbols and 6-finger control panels, which Santilli described in the Sky documentary as being the result of just artistic license on his part. He thought them having 6 fingers would be cool, and he probably got a real chuckle out of the final product of the documentary where they're putting all these Turner syndromes and pterodactyls and radiation together to make this weird freaking just meat Muppet. It's just the most disgusting Muppet. It's just the grossest thing that they're going to cut up. And we all had to watch this. Millions of people watched. Their disgusting Muppet that they're made.
They did a good job, though. If this is the true story, and this is really what I mean, Jonathan Frakes told me differently, so I will always trust Jonathan Frakes over anybody. That guy knows his shit. Yeah. But this seems like this could be very possible as well. So I'm kind of on the fence now as far as what I believe or who I believe. Because like Drea said before, this feels like kind of cover-up-ish. Like it sounds like if this was real, say that the video is real, and you wanted to create some sort of a cover-up, what would you say? You would say something like this.
Yeah,
like,
you would come up with your alibis, like, I put this in it, and this is how I made it. But no one's going to ask you to recreate it again. I want you to recreate the recreation.
You would have this weird story that like loops around and is confusing, and then in the end it just says nothing. And I think that's successfully what this report does about this story. So I'm on the fence. I don't know. I don't know who to believe anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to one, know all this, but also know the video and what we watched. It's very, you get caught up in it. What could it be? And that's pretty much where it stands. It's where this stands now. The maker refers to it as a restoration video, and many still defend the original, just like you guys kind of are, and claim that the government got to Ray Santilli and they got the original video, and it is 100% authentic. But I reached out
about.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's a lot of people think that someone got to him and that he had to change the story. This got too big. But I reached out to Jonathan Frakes because I wanted to know what he thinks about it. With his hindsight,
Russ.
I asked him, Jonathan Frakes, what do you have to say about all this?
It's false. No way.
No.
Not this
Russ.
time. We created it. Not this time. No. Not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
God damn it, Russ.
It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this one. It never happened.
Fuck.
This one was invented by a writer.
Shit. Well, I guess
He almost
I'm
has
really
those.
fucking gullible then because
No, you're not. Ahead. You're not. And there are a lot of people who still, you believe me, no one is alone in believing that this is possibly real. I don't think I'd be talking about if there was a little sliver. After last week, believe me, I'm just not looking for the ultimate BS cases. I do think that there is a sliver of reality in this. It's too much.
Yeah.
I will note though, one thing we didn't touch on when we talked about the film being from 1947, I think they did admit that they took an old an old baseball game that was filmed in Roswell, and they they cut like the sides of the film and tacked it on. They were able to dupe.
Well, how were the experts not even able to detect that it had been cut?
Hey, those guys were so that of all the people, that guy was so cocksure. He's like, fake. What? Fake doesn't exist in this. It's real or not. And just another one that got duped by these guys. But just in a restoration, it really did happen. There are real frames in there. Let's this week's poll: what frame is the real one? No, we're still going to worry about the SOS Hall of Fame. I don't think. We
can have more than one poll open at one time. I think we can.
I don't think Ray Santilli deserves to be in there. I don't know. He's not that bad.
No.
I don't think so.
Look,
I mean, he deserves to be in a whole different thing for just people who are way
being
too good.
A fraud or whatever, that's one thing. But like the SOS Hall of Fame is reserved for people who are exploiting people in need, who are just being complete fucking assholes, who are robbing people and getting them to give hope to shit.
Look, this guy got lucky. This guy got lucky enough to find. He was just looking for, I don't know, old footage of whatever in the Comets. Bill Haley.
Elvis.
Bill Haley's. He wanted all his chubby checkers. But whatever this is, it did have quite an impact on ufology and pop culture. I mentioned earlier that it was spoofed on the X-Files, but it appears in many different forms. The Disney Channel has a great prank show for kids called Walk the Prank. And they simulate an alien autopsy. I'd say it's worth watching. It's about 3 minutes long. They go so far as they have this weird alien kid. It pops out of the stomach of this epic Walk the Prank. It's a messed up skit where they trick someone into seeing an alien autopsy, and a bald kid who's weird pops out of it and scares the hell out of somebody.
Bald kid.
And there's a lot of of course, comedy skits and other assorted media, but the last thing I'm going to mention, this is just a fun one for us to go out on, and this is a toy that lets kids conduct their own alien autopsies at home.
I'm Dr. Dreadful, and you found my alien autopsy. It makes lots of gruesome goodies that will make your stomach flip. Looks gross. Tastes great.
Delicious. Gross.
You can bring your guts to life. Eats alive. Eats alive.
Yum.
You'll also love my terrifying test tube. Drink it if you dare.
Out of this world.
It's totally dreadful. Dr. Dreadful Alien Autopsy and Test Tube, set sold separately from Imagine. Batteries not included.
Well, that shit sounds familiar. Wait, what year did that commercial come out?
I'm not sure. It's pretty recent, but fun fact, we have this toy. It's pretty great.
Hell yeah.
We do.
Hell
You
yeah.
do.
Yeah, and
We do?
I'll show you a picture.
We do? Yeah, you do.
You get to make gross candy, and it's got molds, and you make
Is it like creepy crawlies?
Yeah, you get to make gummy guts, and there's like livers and stuff inside the alien you make. But the vial,
Can you eat them, or is it just toys?
It's just
Rob,
gross
they
stuff
said
you make.
yum.
Yeah, you
Those kids were
autopsy
like very
them.
amazed by the taste of these things.
When I was a kid, we just had creepy crawlers.
Yeah, that's
which
what I was thinking
You
of.
couldn't eat them. I wanted to eat them.
Oh, no, you eat
can't
these.
Oh,
them.
you're not
They're
supposed to
just
eat
rubber.
those? I
don't think so.
Whoops.
Oh, Drea.
Oh,
no.
Yikes. Well,
But
I'm
no,
still here.
Dr. Dreadful is made to eat. You like fill the livers with gummies, and you pull them out with tweezers, and you eat them. They're all great. But everything about this thing was actually fun. I've done it quite a bit. It's a cool thing. It vibrates. It has batteries. It's a weird thing.
What?
So you eat an alien? You eat an alien's
You
guts?
gotta eat its
And
guts.
the guts
You
vibrate?
gotta
I'm
make
so
them.
confused.
You got to make them, stick them in the freezer for a while, stick them back in them. But the vial he talked about,
That's what
at the
you do
end,
with aliens, you put them in the freezer.
exactly what it sounds like. The vial is vile.
It's offensive.
It is
That's
absolutely
offensive to aliens.
putrid. It's this drink that you make with these weird powders and stuff. Sorry, dear listeners, it has a consistency of sperm. It is awful, and you're supposed to drink it.
And Russ knows all
no.
about that. Yeah.
Look, we've been out for
usually eat
years,
that.
but I don't know why. Anyway, play the next soundboard clip. I was trying to figure out what they said at the end of that, but they said it's ugh.
What? What? Ew. Oh, God. You made that a soundboard clip, Russ? Oh, jeez. Okay, now I'm Okay, now I'm glad it's here. Okay. Somebody please use that in the poll, please. All right, but also, yeah, just get an easy bake oven, Russ. Those things taste a lot better, I'm sure.
No, Dr. Dreadful rules. He's got some cool stuff. Maybe I gotta buy some replacement packs on that file. Maybe Secret Santa will send me some.
Oh, maybe they were expired. Gross.
Yeah, actually, I hope I get that. I would love that.
Oh,
Secret
put that where
Santa.
your Secret Schneider, yeah.
Yeah, unbelievablesanta@gmail.com. We're all gonna be on the